Hello students, this is your teacher Jose Antonio Lopez, and this is a video tutorial I'm presenting you in order to help you for not getting behind of our class, since some of you weren't able to get connection for our video session for this week. The topic that we studied this week is asking, giving, and following directions in English. I'm going to remind you before we start that these video tutorials aren't by any chance substitute for our video sessions. But since we understand that everyone is suffering from different circumstances around them, well, we want to really help you to not get lost and to catch up with your subject of English and continue studying and ending our semester. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to think a little bit about the topic. Why do you think it is important for an English learner to learn how to ask, give, and follow directions in English? I know maybe you don't have the correct answer, or you think that you don't have the answer. So that I'm going to give you 3 reasons that we teachers, English teachers, consider important, so that we are always revisiting this topic when we are teaching English to someone else. Okay? Why is it important to learn how to ask, give, and follow directions? There are a lot of reasons, but 3 of them that we can think of are this. 1 is something that is common and usual. Okay? This is very common, and it's easy to happen to every one of us. To any one of us, is something that is going to happen when we use English or any other language that we learn. Number 2, it implies basic grammar, structures, and language functions. Yes, giving, following, and asking for directions implies a lot of grammar use and language structure. So you need to learn in order to ask or provide correct instructions. And number 3, it is a way to help us, and helping us, we can help other people when they or us are wanting to get to a different place. Okay? Think about it. How many times have you been asked to give directions? Or how many times have you needed those directions? So I'm going to ask you, when was the last time you needed help to get to some place, or you were asked to give directions to someone else? Think of it. It was easy? Were you lost? Were the people asking you for directions lost? Can you see the importance of this topic? Okay, since we are revisiting this topic, I'm going to pass directly to the tasks that are included in your worksheet that is uploaded on the platform. Okay? Task number 1. As the task number 1, you will find this. And this is intended for you to remember when we started prepositions and traffic vocabulary. What you're going to do here is to read these words that are in this box and match them with the images that are below. Okay? This is the task number 1. I also want to remember that prepositions of place, preposition of time, traffic vocabulary, verbs, and simple present tense are grammar functions and structures that are going to be needed to fulfill these tasks and to learn about giving, asking, and following directions. Okay? After you finish, you pass to task number 2. Task number 2 is divided into parts. Part number 1, you need to remember or to recall from memory every single piece of vocabulary that is related to the topic, whether you know the exact meaning or not. That doesn't matter. What I want you to do is to write down here over these lines all those words that you can remember, all the words that you can remember that are related with the topic. Which is the topic? Giving, asking, and following directions. Once you have finished writing, you need to go to task number 2 for the part number 2 of the task number 2. And which is that part? Is to hear or to listen to this audio. You can click here and you're going to be sent over audio file that you need to listen. How many times? Well, I recommend that you do it at least twice. Once you have listened to the audio, you're going to write down here all the words that you identify that are related with the same topic, which is the topic giving, asking, and following direction. So, with the words that you remember for part 1 and the words that you're going to listen from the audio in the part 2, you're going to make a greater list of work that is vocabulary that is going to help to better acquire knowledge on giving, asking, and following directions. After you finish, you pass to task number 3. Task number 3 is also divided in 2 parts. Task number 3 entails to read aloud. This is something that you need to practice in your home. You're going to read this script. What is a script? Everything that you hear on the audio file, everything that you listen to is written over here. So you need to read it again, practice pronunciation, fluency, and even making pauses. Okay? So the first part entails that you need to read the text at least 3 times. After you're reading, you have to reflect. Are you understanding? Is it clear the topic for you? Do you need to get the dictionary in order to understand all the words that you are listening? After you do that, the part number 2 of the task 3 is that I'm going to ask you to read aloud and record yourself on an audio file or MP3 that you are going to send over to me in order for me to assess your speaking skills. I'm going to repeat. Once you have read all the script, you need to record yourself on an MP3 file, that's an audio file, that you will send me, and I'm going to check that audio and assess your speaking skills. Okay? Once you finish, you're going to go to the homework. The homework is answer all these questions that are based on the script, but I'm going to ask you, do not use the script. Go to the audio again and listen to it the times you need in order to answer correctly this question. Okay? That will be all the tasks for this week. I know this is not the classic way for studying English, but if you make an effort, you can make the most of this production and you can learn and don't get behind because of our circumstances. I really want to see you again in our classes. I really would like for you to get connected, and even though it is virtually, to get together with the rest of the class. But if you can, remember that I'm going to be providing this video for you to catch up with our course. Thank you very much. This is your teacher, Jose Antonio Lopez. Take care, because I really want to see you again. Goodbye.